Hey, hey, hey. This is your girl, Coach. Oh, happy Monday to you. Super excited to be here on today. Super excited to see you. I am so grateful to be here. I wanted to drop in just for um, a few minutes. You see what the title of this live feed is. Do they really know? Maybe not so much. Do they really know? Maybe not so much. It amazes me how people think that they know, why is this doing this to me? Let's get it fixed. Let's get it changed. Yeah, we saw that it was showing only to me, but we got that fixed. Um, So the first part you didn't hear me. So I want to say good evening, happy Monday to you. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated, known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence. Stop procrastinating, and you got it. Get your dreams out of your head into your life. Yes. As I was saying before, I discovered that we were not public. Um, do they really know? And maybe not so much. Do they really know? Maybe not so much. It amazes me how you meet an individual online and they think that you're just supposed to open up and just tell them your whole life story. You're supposed to tell them all your recipes. Good evening, Dee. Thank you so much for joining. You're supposed to get them the bean recipe. You're supposed to get them the dessert recipe. You're supposed to, you're supposed to, it's just, it's really weird and it's kind of cuckoo and a little crazy all at the same time. So to think that a person can speak with you or see you online and think that they know you. That is one of the worst places that you can meet a person is online because people can be who they want to be. And so when you think about when you think about when you think about um, there's so much more to know than what you see on a first visit. And I know, we get hooked up on cliches that say there's nothing like a second first impression. Yeah, that's great. But at the same time, nobody is opening up the floodgates of heaven, and nobody, good evening, Arlita. Thank you so much for joining. Nobody is opening up the floodgates of heaven and telling you all of their history on a first call. And it's funny because you have people in your inbox. They'll be in your inbox and they want to know, everything about you. They want to know if you're married, if you got kids. They want to know where you work, where you live, what you do. They want to know your salary, your birthday, your social security number. They want to know everything about you. And do they think um, that you're just going to open up and just tell them everything? I don't even know if I'm talking to who you say you are. I had a guy in my inbox, I think it was last weekend. He wanted to know if I was married, wanted to know if I had kids, wanted to know all these different questions. And I'm thinking, okay, do you want to get on a live call? Let me see who I'm talking to. Oh, I can't talk. We can't be on the phone. Well, you can't keep asking me questions that I'm not answering. I don't know if I'm talking to a dog on the other end or what. Oh yeah, but it's really it's weird, and I think that one of the worst things that we could do is to and for some people it has worked great, but people behind the screen be all type of things. I'm gonna say that again. People behind the screens be all type of things, and that's how a lot of people get caught up with screen talk. And now we are converting from screen to and we're still on Zoom. So you're zooming with people that you don't really know much about, and some of those relationships can be really good, but some of them could be messed up. Some of them can be messed up. That's why our youth, how they get tangled up with talking to individuals overseas and talking to individuals, even in their own, they may be in their own city, in their own state, but you're talking to an individual where you don't really know who the person is. You really do not realize who you're talking to behind the other, behind the screen. And so we ask the question, do they really know? And maybe not so. People will say they don't know anything about you, but they have formed an opinion based on what they think, because it wasn't all that you said. It was some of what you said, but not all of what you said. So anyway, we're not going to go there tonight. Another conversation for another day. So we know we're coming to the end of this month. We know that we have Thanksgiving coming up and Christmas coming up. And this is the season where there's like a mixture of feelings. You have some people that feel like they're not going to have the Christmas and Thanksgiving that they want. They are not going to be able to do the cooking or have the meal and all these other different sorts of types of things. But look, Thanksgiving it's another day. I mean, I know we have heightened awareness around the day of Thanksgiving, but every day is a day of Thanksgiving. It's not just one. You have 365 days of Thanksgiving. And so we're grateful, if we just see the day. We're grateful if we're able to cook. We know that we're in a season now where it's not really wise for us to gather in big, large numbers and trying together to, to fellowship and to spend time with family. Do it another way, or do what you do, but be careful. And not just with that, we know that even in the meantime of doing the things that we do, in the meantime of us trying together, that people experience a lot of things during this season. They experience a lot of feelings. They have a lot of memories of loved ones that are no longer a part of the holidays. They begin to look at their financial situation, and all these different sorts of types of things. And it's a repetitive cycle where we act like November, December is a surprise. It's not a surprise. Thanksgiving dinner, that's not a surprise. Christmas, that's not a surprise. We know that every year is coming around the same time, a year later. So we have to prepare. But I think a lot of people will wait until that time and act as if that time was a surprise, that it's just happening, and then we start feeling a certain way. So we want to, start looking at ways that we can be more prepared for the holidays and be more prepared for unforeseen circumstances. But then on the flip side is do what we can. We have to learn to do what we can with what we have right where we are. We cannot make a comparison to what they're doing in California or what they're doing in New York and to what I'm doing here in Arkansas. We have to be happy. We have to be happy, but not so much content with where we are, with what we have, and work with that. We cannot despise the beginning of small things, for the mere fact, even those that we compare ourselves to, that we look to, they started from somewhere. And when you think about and when you listen to the story of so many individuals, how many times they say that they haven't always been where they are. They have not always been where they are. And so we want to make sure that we are aware. We are aware that it is a process. And in the process, don't let anybody make you feel bad because you are not where they are. You didn't start when they started. You didn't start with what they had. You had to go through it a different way. But I want to encourage you to stay encouraged. I want to encourage you to stay encouraged. And you don't have to look to the left You don't have to look to the right, and you don't have to worry about how somebody else feel or think. Success is you feeling comfortable with what you have. See, a lot of times people want to define success for you according to their definition and their scale. But let me tell you, you can be a successful stay-at-home mom. You can be a successful retired wife, or you can be a successful retired husband. You can be a successful single mom, or married mom or married dad, whatever. Success is you doing what you said you were going to do. Don't allow anybody to define your success for you based on their definition. I'm going to say that again. Don't allow anybody to define your success based on their opinion. If what you are doing makes you happy, keep doing it. If it pays your bills and allows you to live the life that you want, you keep doing it. If it is in alignment to whatever and whoever you believe in, and for me it's God, you keep doing it. If it is impacting, inspiring other individuals to implement the things to make a change in their life, you keep doing it. If it is making a transformation, if it is making a change, a difference in someone else's life, you keep on doing it. You don't have to worry about how somebody else feel about it, what they think about it, what they say about it. You have to just keep on doing what you know is taking you to the next level. And so it doesn't matter about how they view it. It doesn't matter what they say about it. It doesn't matter what they think about it. If you're living the life that you desire, you are successful when you are accomplishing the things that you set out to do. So I want to encourage you, don't let anybody else define your success for you. Write that down. Do not allow anyone to define success for you. What is success to you? How do you define your success? Your success. What is it that you want to be doing? What is it that you desire to do? What is stopping you from doing it? And there's $1 million question in there. Who is stopping you from doing it? You got some who's that are stopping you from being who you want to be because you're afraid of what they think. You're afraid of how they feel. You're afraid of what they may say. But when you adopt the attitude, what they say don't matter. Yeah. Have you ever been on the highway and you're driving along, you're going the speed limit, and sometimes you're a little bit over the speed limit, and you have somebody, they just come flying past you. They act like you are in the way and you're taking up so much time, and they're going to get where they're going to get so much faster, and both of y'all have to stop at the same red light. They passed by you. They flew past you, riding in front of you because they behind somebody else that's not going the speed that they desire, and they can't get past, and then you have to sit at the same red light with them. Sometimes you have people that feel like they are ahead of you, and you find yourself sitting at the stoplight with them. But it's not about how fast they drive. It's not about how they pass you. It's not about when they started. It doesn't even matter how far ahead of in front of you they are. It's a process. It is a process. And it doesn't matter how quick they, get to the light before you do. When in the end, they're sitting at the light and you sitting at the light and you get the opportunity to go. My point is this. You don't have to compare what you're doing to what somebody else doing to feel as if you are successful or not. You don't have to downgrade. You don't have to sit on the sideline. You don't have to wait for the coach to put you in, because you can start your own game. You don't have to wait until somebody else say that they will give you the okay to do what you do. Their opinion is their opinion. They do what they do and they say what they say. They feel how they feel. But at the end of the day, you're winning. You're winning. You're winning the race that you started out on. You're winning the race that you desired to run. You're winning the race that you said you was going to win. That sounds like winning to me. You're doing what you said you was going to do. You're doing it the way you said you were going to do it. You're doing it at the time you said you were going to do it. That sounds like winning to me. Don't let nobody else define your wins. Don't let nobody else define your race. Hey, don't let them do it. Do not allow them to do that to you. You got this. You got this. People think because you don't have what they have, and you don't live where they live, and you don't drive what they drive, and you're not doing what they're doing. Sometimes they feel like you're not happy. But sometimes they can have all those things and they're not happy. But on the flip side, you may not have what they have, and you may not be doing what they're doing, but you're doing what you said you were going to do, and you're excited about it. You are excited about it. You're excited about it. So I want to encourage you on tonight that things that people may think they know, they may not know nothing. They may not know so much. They may only know what they think they know, and they don't know so much. I encourage you to live the life of your dream. You figure out, you decide what it is that you really want. And you make a decision that nothing and nobody will stop you from having it. It don't matter what they think. It doesn't matter what they say. It doesn't matter how they feel. It doesn't matter about what they talk about. You know that down on the inside, nothing and nobody is going to stop you from living the life of your dream. Nothing and nobody is going to stop you from being all that you were created to be. Nothing and nobody is going to stop you from having the things that you want to have. They can't stop you. They can't stop you based on what they say. What they say is not your driver. What they say does not get your mojo moving. What they say does not matter. It doesn't matter. Some of you have allowed what other people have said to stop you, because they have said that you wasn't enough. They said that they knew where you came from. They said that you're not doing it on this level and on that level, and you're not doing it this way and that way. But do you know what they say does not matter when you make up in your mind that they cannot stop you? They can't stop you. They can't stop you. Do they really know? Maybe not so much. They may not know so much. They may think they know. They may know a lot about a lot of stuff, but they don't know about you. They don't know about all of your potential. See, this is what I like about life. It doesn't matter what we lack. We can always get it. We can always get the things that we lack. All it takes is a decision to learn. It takes a decision to there's a quote that said, the illiterate of the 21st century won't be those that cannot read and write, but it'll be those that cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. There's a quote that says that. The illiterate of the 21st century will not be those that cannot read and write, but it'll be those that cannot learn, unlearn, and relearn. Think about that. Think about it. You got people that it's not about if they can read and write. It's about people that think they know everything. They're not willing to, to dump out, that they're not willing to dump out what they have been told that hasn't worked. Dump out all the doubt. Dump out all the fear. Dump out those things that are negative that is trying to stop you from living your dream. Dump it out. Dump that stuff out and relearn. Relearn. We have to learn, unlearn, relearn, and learn again. Some of us feel like, I'm out of school and, I'm through learning. That's the worst mistake one could make. That's one of the worst comments one can utter out of their mouth, that I'm through learning. Learning is a process. It is a daily process. It's a process. We should be a sponge for learning. And when we do the things that we said we're going to do, we're successful. I'm getting ready to get out of here, but I want to remind you, don't allow nobody to define your success for you. You're going to have people that say all different types of stuff. They're going to think they know you. They think that they can read you and all these different sorts of types of things. You let them keep talking while you living. You let them keep thinking that they know all these different sorts of types of things when they really don't know nothing. They don't know nothing about you. They don't know nothing about your potentials. You have some people that you have grown up with. You got some people that you've been raised by. They don't know they had no clue that you was going to be the person that you are. They had no clue that you were going to be doing the things that you are doing. You got some people now that have no idea on what your next move is. So ask yourself, do they really know? And maybe not so much. Maybe they don't know so much about me. Maybe they don't know so much about my abilities. Maybe they don't know so much about my potential. Maybe they don't know so much about my skills and my talents. Maybe they don't know much about my background. Maybe they don't know so much. People think because you put your birthday on social media and a few other things about you on social media that they know you. Do they really know? Maybe not so much. You can be the next whoever. You can do the next whatever. They don't know. All you have to do is make a decision. Decide. When you make a decision, your life will begin to change. Look, I'm getting ready to get out of here. This is your girl, Coach O, founder and CEO of Action Speaks Volume Incorporated. I'm known as your procrastination strategist, behavior change expert. I help you to build unshakable confidence, stop procrastinating, get your dreams out of your head into your life. We got receipts, baby. Don't matter about what they say. Receipts. Talk to you later.